Greetings and welcome to a unique stock investment analysis video. In today's video, I'm going to show you the ad revenue income for my first week after monetization on my YouTube channel. Although this has nothing to do with the stock market, it has everything to do with income and generating money, which I plan to invest into dividend growth stocks. I've had quite a few friends and other channels asking me how much I made in my first days and week of ad revenue for my channel, so I wanted to give you a detailed explanation. In this video, I will walk you through how much I made in ad revenue per day and for the first week, what the CPM has been, how many views I got, where the views came from, which ads generated the most money, and whether my channel seemed to get a boost in views and subscribers after monetization. For those who do not know, CPM stands for cost per mille, which is Latin for 1,000. In advertising, like on YouTube, CPM refers to the cost per 1,000 impressions. Investment and finance channels tend to have a higher CPM than other types of channels, so this may interest those of you with similar content on your channels, or it might be interesting to viewers who are just curious. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a future video, and let's get started. Alright, so we're looking at my channel analytics under my YouTube studio, and you can see that for my very first week of YouTube ad revenue, I received about $134, which is much higher than I expected, and I'm very excited about that. I'm not sure that I'm going to continue to maintain that high of an ad revenue for the next few weeks, but at the very least, it started very strong, and I'm happy about that. You can see, of course, that I had $0 every day up until the time that I monetized, which was June 23rd, was the first day that ads were run. And on that day, I earned $30.79. The following day, it went up to $16, $14, $20, $36, $28, and $16 as of yesterday. Looking at the estimated monetized playbacks here, I'll just go on really quickly show you how many views I was getting, but it was 298, 1287, 1194, 1552, 3,186, which was obviously my best day, 2,589, and 1541. My average CPM so far has been $20, but it's been varying a little bit. So on some days it was closer to 22, 21, and on this day it was actually 23. But in the last 2 days, or 3 days actually, it's even lower. And for whatever reason, yesterday was my lowest at 18, so it's brought my average down a bit. Hopefully it doesn't continue to decline, but that's where my average is at so far. I've heard from other YouTube channels that when they first monetize, they feel like they get an extra push from YouTube to have more impressions, more views, more subscribers, etc. YouTube just kind of pushes their channel out to more people. So I think I had something fairly similar. I don't know if this is a coincidence or not, but if you look at my impressions over the last month, for example, you can see they're pretty consistent. This here is a day before I monetized, and this is the day after. You can see that right after I monetized, like it's essentially the day after, it shot up. And it's still quite a bit higher than it ever was before that. So it could be just a coincidence, but it certainly seems like when I monetized, I got a huge push to my account. Looking at views, you're going to see the same thing. It was pretty consistent, fairly low before. You can see I was earning, there's some variation here, but 1,000 at the most, maybe 300 at the lowest for views. And then after that, you can see, of course, that it was much, much higher. Unique viewers is looking very similar to views. Something else that's pretty interesting, my subscribers also shot up dramatically. You can see here that in the early June, I was getting low teens, I went into the low 20s, and occasionally there'd be bumps here, but most of the time I was getting around 24, 25, maybe up as high as 30 views or 30 new subscribers every day. But once I monetized right here, you can see it went to 72, 63, 101, 184, 155, and then 45 in a single day. So much, much higher subscriber numbers following the monetization. To give you a little bit more perspective on the impressions as they increased, you can see that it started from very, very low back here, and there was a gradual increase up until the time of monetization, and then it really exploded upwards. You can see that the same thing is true for views. There were some spikes here and there, but nothing like right after I monetized. Just to show you where all these views came from, you can see that the majority of the views came from browse features at 27%, YouTube search for 20%, and suggested videos for 15%. External was only at 10%, and 95% of these external are from Facebook. Channel pages was at 8.7%. We have some direct and unknown, 4.7% for playlists, and that's pretty much it. The majority of the views are coming from these top three. And you can see here when we look at geography that the vast majority of my viewers are from the United States, about 67%. We do have 7% from Canada, 5% from the United Kingdom, and after that it really just decreases pretty rapidly, very small amounts from every other country. Looking at viewer age, the vast majority of people are 25 to 34 years old and 35 to 44 in second. The others are all fairly small. That being said, interestingly enough, the oldest individuals were the ones who watched the longest. So I greatly appreciate that, and I would love to see a lot more of that. All right, now looking at revenue sources here, you can see that the vast majority of my ad revenue came from skippable video ads, which were an auction, $208. So that's the vast majority, 88% worth. And my CPM for those are about $24. So that's actually quite high. Display ads, on the other hand, were much lower, only $1.22, which makes sense because the display ads are less likely to be noticed or useful, perhaps to viewers. So I got $12 from that. $11 were from bumper ads. Those were at $7.91, so much higher than this, but far lower than this one. And then the last one were non-skippable video ads, which were somewhere in the middle, about $16 for the CPM, and I only got $5.51 from that. But you can see the vast majority of the ad impressions were really just from these two. The rest were very, very small amounts. One thing a lot of people ask me or want to know about is how long did it take me to monetize, or how long did it take me to get to each point along the way? So my very first video, you can see, was posted here on March 22nd, 2020. And I got 1,000 subscribers by the very end of May, which is right around here. This date here was the time that I hit 1,000 subscribers. So it took me about 2 months, 2 months and about a week to get to that point. I didn't have the watch hours at that time. So I got the watch hours, as you can see, right around the 22nd. And the very next day is when I got monetized. So I thought that there would be a longer process once I hit the 4,000 hour mark. But on the 22nd, I applied for monetization, and the 23rd, I earned $4. So it was very, very fast turnaround. So actually, I went from here, March 22, to here, June 22, to get monetized. So it took 3 months, exactly to the day, 3 months to go from starting off with my very first video to getting monetized. And then 1 week after that, so 3 months and 1 week, I've earned $134, and I'm looking forward to hopefully earning quite a bit more in the future, and hopefully this channel continues to grow. I really appreciate all the support that I've gotten from everybody. I love reading all the comments. I love interacting with everybody, watching other people's videos and engaging, and I hope to see everything continue very much in the same way that it has been. Thank you again very much for even just watching this video. I hope this answered a lot of questions you might have for yourselves. And if you ever have any questions, please feel free to ask me, comment on this video. You can also message me on Instagram or something else. Everything is linked in my profile. And have a great rest of your day. And thank you for watching. Bye.